right, so today I'm going to show you how to use the rebate file generator so that you guys can automatically generate some file for your rebates and send them into your vendors. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come into the accounting app, go under customers, and then click invoices. When you get here, there's going to be a default filter. We can go ahead and clear that default filter, open up this shared filter for to request rebate. These are all the invoices that have rebate pricing on the sales order, but have not yet been applied for that rebate, and so therefore the margin on them is showing lower. So before this margin will be increased, and therefore before we will pay commission based off that increased margin percentage, we will need to actually request rebate. So there's two ways we can do this. You can either select multiple invoices, come under the actions menu and hit generate Siemens rebate file. This will open up this modal. It will print out any kind of errors that are here that need to be fixed before we can generate the file with full information. It will also have some fields to fill in up here for what the dates format will be that you will export it to, and then also the debit memo number. We need to fill in your sender ID and branch ID. So these are fields that we need to fill in on your company. So I will need to have those so I can fill those in. And then you'll want to resolve all of these. So any of these companies, any of these customers of yours, cross company, for example, will need to have a Siemens sender ID. Oh, I'm sorry. They don't need to have a Siemens sender ID. They'll need to have a Siemens end user ID and an SAP account number. So these fields can also be filled out on this partner record. So if I open up cross company and go under sales and purchase, you will see the Siemens end user ID field as well as the SAP account number. Those two fields need to be filled out in order for us to apply for rebate for this company. In order to fill out your Siemens specific information, you can find that under settings, users and companies, and companies. And then you can open up your company and, oh no, I'm sorry, it's under settings. So under settings, you can search for Siemens and you will find the Siemens sender ID and the Siemens distributor branch ID. So that is under sales and then pricing. And then if you just search Siemens, this will come up. So these are your internal values that we will use to reference Elitech to Siemens inside of this report. So we're going to go back to invoices. Once those are filled out, clear out default filter, open up this shared filter, select which invoices you'd like to send, hit actions and generate. And then these will auto fill in from that setting that you set. You'll remove these errors here because these will be filled in on each customer once you do that. And then we'll need to make sure that we have a SKU on every one of the products that we are sending. So the internal reference on each one of them need to be filled out. Otherwise, we're going to have some blank values. So if you look at this rebate lines preview, this will actually print out the columns that are being exported um, to the flat file, and you can see what they look like based on the current values that Odoo has before you generate it. The other thing you can do after you generate file, so I'll go ahead and generate that file. It's going to make me fill in those values. It will show you the file, allow you to download it from another button here, and then also allow you to mark all as applied for rebate. I'm so sorry, I'm sick. My voice is terrible. And so you can generate the file, then you can download it and send it off to Siemens. Once you've sent it, you can come back here, hit a button, and it will mark all of these applied for rebate. Also, if some of these don't have the values and you need to get them, you can pull them out of this report and just do one at a time. In that case, you can check this box, or you can hit that mark all is done here. So that's how you can do it. This modal is also available from from an individual invoice. So this one needs to be applied for rebate. If you hit generate rebate file, this will show the same exact modal. It will just open it up for this invoice specifically. You can also manually mark these as applied for rebate if you need to, and you'll notice that the margin gets updated. 25.5 goes up to 31.45, which is the same as the sales order margin, 31.97. So that's how you can apply for rebate either from an individual invoice or from the list of invoices. I'll go see why that percentage isn't matching exactly, um, but that is the process. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.